So this no. I mean, well, let me think here. I mean, this one might actually be the best one for me, because if I can bring down diplomacy. But then again, I mean, for the sake of money, though. I guess it rolls really no matter what, though, does it? Yeah, I'm muddling through. We'll do this one. The expedition is still wandering through the muddy swamp. They need a substantial resupply to overcome the swamp's dangers and make it through. Do we send resources to the expedition? I think nay. Well, but IE is fuck. Fuck, damn it. See, I is literally what I should do. That's kind of the negative here. Is I works, but I also don't want the king to but then again, my money also goes down, so it might balance out. I'll say I. We spare no expenses and set up a supply chain with deliveries of food and tools to help the expedition traverse the swamp safely. After long and exhausted hardship, the explorers managed to cross the hellish swamp alive. Hellish swamp alive. After all the trials and tribulations of their journey, the expedition reaches the deep jungle. Things go relatively smoothly from then on. Despite the hardships of travel, the exhausted voyagers eventually reach a grand golden temple. The structure is entirely coated with thick plates of the finest gold, and the expeditioneers wonder in awe where so much gold comes from. The temple looks abandoned and in ruin, and there's no trace of the fabled fountain of flowing gold from the legends. But the temple walls are intricately inscribed and worth studying. A long but safe route is established to allow groups of our most eminent scholars to visit the incredible temple and learn its secrets. Now, does that complete that storyline? It doesn't seem so. Now, good, king died. Good, good. I needed him to pass. The king is dead. So this is fine. This is more than fine. So what kind of king do I want then? For every resource in the lower half of the track. I mean, rebel kings have worked out really well for me. But see, having opportunist would be good. But I mean, I do think rebel just benefits me. See, this is better for me getting crowns, like for me getting black crowns. But if you notice, though, a lot of my crowns swing upwards, right? But I guess in this case, I could try to balance it a little bit. For the sake of black crowns. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go with opportunist. Import red cacti. Build a monastery for the mother's cult. Build an Ahmed statue. Build a theater. A bath at the hot springs. See, these are all pretty good. So this gets me like one at the end of each turn, I'm guessing. Which, I mean, would be good if I can get a free crown at the end of each turn. Like, that kind of helps itself, right? This does get me more black crowns, which I do need more of. Build a monastery to the mother's cult. We'll do that. Okay, so you're still a part of it, but I don't really like that. So you, okay, so your nemesis is on the council. So I got rid of like my one ally. I might pay to get rid of one of these guys. So I might keep him, but I might get rid of Torque. I might get rid of Torque, but keep Dualac. Because if they have a nemesis, then that means they probably oppose each other. Which I need. I need opposition. So for the Dukes of Grimam, or Grimam, probably. Once an independent kingdom, the Duchy of Grimam was annexed by Ankist in the year 130, after the army of that kingdom surrounded the capital, the Golden Port. Also known as the Lobster People, you are capable traders and hard workers. You are constantly busy and you spend so much time complaining that you have no time to enjoy the fruits of your work and prosperous land. You are obsessed with the fact that life is too short. Grimam people have developed a special sensitivity for beautiful and luxurious things. You take pride in your efficiency and prosperity, and you often complain that you pay too much tax. You feel that your relationship with the central administration of the kingdom is only one way. You give so much to the crown without receiving anything back but taxes. From the outside, you are seen as demanding, arrogant, and fussy, but also elegant and sophisticated. Your capital is clean and secure. All your people, including you and your family, complain that life ends too soon. You'd give anything to have more time to enjoy the wealth you accumulated in your hard-working life. So they might actually be worth keeping on. But I think I will get rid of Torque. I mean, Torque is kind of both working with and against me. So let's remove Torque. I'll spend like 10 coin. Which I can cancel, apparently. I could add these guys to the council. I guess I can choose. So our nemesis is the boat people. See, it's interesting. So we're nemesis to each other. Their nemesis are the boat people, and their nemesis to them. Oh wait. Oh no, they are. No, everybody's nemesis to each other. That's my bad. I was looking at that wrong. Who do I want to keep on? I think I need to add Bloodin back to the council. They were. Well, then again, me and Alwyn agreed a lot more. Interestingly enough. But they're also very pro-alchemy. We'll bring Bloodin back. They can come back to the council. It only cost me a little bit extra gold. It's fine. And I could form an alliance with them. I still wonder what that means. I should probably do it just to see, huh? I'll form an alliance with them just because I want to see what it does. Every time you vote against your ally, one heart will break. When the last one breaks, the alliance will be undone and your relationship will return to its default value. Be careful, every ally that is not part of the council will lose 2 hearts at the end of their reign. So I'm still not entirely too sure what this means, to be honest. But I guess we'll see as we go. Ivory Desert. Let's go with this one. Some translucent swamp wasps are found to lay their eggs in people's blood through their sting. Oh, it's so gross. The malady gives no symptoms until the larvae start eating the victim's brain. Oh, it's even worse. I don't ever want to live in this world, like, ever. Until the larvae start eating the victim's brain, then carve a way out through their eyes. An excruciatingly painful death. The High Commander intends to weaponize the insects, but some fear we can't control them. God, no, don't do that. Do we breed and weaponize the translucent wasps? Nay. Absolute nay on you. We decree that these glass wasps need to be immediately squashed, whether they are found or wherever they are found. Informing people of the danger of these insects will save many lives. Yeah, it sounds horrible. You can't control translucent wasps. There's no way. You can't do it. Ugh. Three Trunks. Let's see what this is about. The Tribune brings us news from the people of Three Trunks. A small village in the northern mark of Duralak. They claim that a witch is living in the nearby Hedgehog Woods. She is rumored to be capable of weaving the laws of nature according to her will, but many fear her ways. Do we send the army to Duralak to apprehend the alleged witch? I mean, I want to say nay to this. But I'm voting against them then. Fuck. Damn it. I want to vote nay just so this stays in the black. I mean, it's just a witch, right? See, what is the benefit to having an ally? I really don't understand, to be honest. I don't really get that. I'm gonna look it up just because I'm really curious. I'm really curious. So I'm just gonna look it up fast. Yeah, since the bot did post though, has anyone been checking out any of the demos that I've been posting while I find this thing? Because I put up a lot actually. It's been really nice. It's been a lot of really good practice for recording. Just stuff in general. It's been good practice. It's been keeping me busy off of stream too, which is nice. King's Dilemma Alliance. I'm just kind of curious. A single player narrative story from a board game. I just don't know what alliances do. I'm not really getting anything. Alliance, what they do. Rewarding of indifference. What is this? I don't know. You haven't seen them yet, but you have them queued. Perfectly fair. Been a lot of good ones, actually. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I will say I think there's only like one demo that I played so far that I was really kind of not really feeling it. I'm gonna vote aye. I'll start bringing more down to the lower portion in a bit. A group of knights gallop proudly out of the castle, heading to the mark of Duralak. On their mission to search the Hedgehog Woods for the alleged witch, arrest her, and discover if there's any truth to the rumors, or if it's all just superstition. Spooky. The knights of the army are now roaming the Hedgehog Woods, looking for the alleged witch of the wilds. Rumors about her incredible ability to bend the laws of nature are becoming more common, and the knights are determined to find her before the situation escalates. Yet, those paths are narrowed and murky, and those ancient woods hide many dangers. We're gonna have a new one on the council soon. A new host. Okay, I need to start bringing a lot more of these downwards. I need to start doing more negative. Because, I mean, to be fair, I don't really need to do much anymore. I've already achieved, like, 2 of my goals. I just need to achieve more. Like, 1 more, really. Yeah, we'll do the Golden Temple. We'll see if we can bring stuff down. Unless it seems really beneficial to me, then maybe I'll put it up. I don't know. Our scholars made a rough interpretation of the inscriptions in the Golden Temple. They reveal a complex ritual that allegedly allows the extraction of pure gold from human blood. Huh. The royal treasurer believes mining the gold plates from the temple would be profitable enough and wants to erase the knowledge of this damnable ritual. Do we destroy the hellish wisdom about the golden ritual? I mean, this does do what I want, so I will say aye to this one. As sucky as it kind of is. The mining operations prioritize melting the huge plates of gold with the abominable inscriptions before the others. Knowledge of how to perform this ritual and its history will be forever lost. After we secured a safe route from Ankis to the Golden Temple, a huge caravan is sent to the south to set up the immense mining operation that will hammer down the ruins of the Golden Temple. After a few months of exhausting but this time relatively safe travel, a hive of workers settles around the ruins of the temple. Miners, prospectors, traders, and jewelers. All intending to profit as much as possible. I think extracting gold from blood is just a bad idea, to be fair. The huge plates of gold are carefully cut, melted, polished, and sold. We set up a tremendous source of wealth for years to come. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's what I want. If I can bring more down, that would be great. If I can bring more down, that would be really great. Temple worth its weight in gold. Now that we control the Golden Temple, we have more funds to spend. The people want to organize a festival, but the High Commander believes that money would be better spent to upgrade and refit the army with new weapons, as we have become a more tempting target. Do we invest our funds from the Golden Temple in army improvements? I mean, this is more beneficial to me to say aye. I can kind of let it slide a little bit. I can say nay. I can say nay to this one, because I want the people to rejoice. To celebrate the discovery of the Golden Temple, we declare that a grandiose festival dedicated to Myr, the Saint Daughter of Rest, will be held once a year. A big feast with huge fires, roasted meat, dancing, and drinking. After such long tribulation, the population is pleased by this moment of joy. The new festival to celebrate the finding of the Golden Temple is extremely opulent, and the royal treasury takes a substantial hit every year. Okay, so now we need to start bringing things down. Preparations are gonna take like 2. Okay, so what do I need to bring down? I need to bring down food and also probably these 2, actually. In the woods. That one I already have down. These ones I need to bring down. Kind of. Yeah, we'll do unlimited mining complex. Some miners have been caught stealing gold from the temple. They say strange voices from below the temple compelled them to do it. The first judge says that even the smallest criminal behavior must still be punished, even if we have such a huge amount of gold. But the tribune believes their story and asks us to forgive them. Do we punish the ex-miners, now thieves? I mean, nay works better for me. Yeah, we don't punish them. I don't believe we do now. We say nay. We say nay to this. We forgive the because they're probably right. There probably are voices that they're hearing. Like, it's probably not a lie. We've seen crazier. We forgive the thieves, even fully loaded with gold. But what they could possibly take away is just a minuscule grain of sand compared to the quantity of gold we now have. Most cheer for our mercifulness, but some think we only prove to be gullible. Many miners disappear with gold from the temple, knowing that if they ever get caught, they can just blame the voices from below for their crime. I mean, yeah, but they're probably, at least that is probably correct, though. Okay, I need to bring some of them really low. I don't want the king to abdicate yet, at all. So we need to start bringing some down below. We need to start lowering some. So let's go ahead and lower both of these if I can. See. I don't know if I want to lower it on this one though. That might be a bit risky with the Honorable Alliance. We'll do this one. I think this one would work. Enthused by unsubstantiated rumors blown out of proportion which claim that no more golden cities are to be found south of the Golden Temple, the Tribune is advocating for the launch of another expedition into the unknown. The cost and risk of such an endeavor are great and certain, while its success is unlikely. Do we launch another Golden City expedition? I believe so. Yeah, because I need this. I technically need both, but I is the way to vote on this one. We took a gamble with the golden map, and it paid off handsomely in the end. We may as well invest a small bit of that money if there's a chance to gain even more, however slim that may be. A new expedition leaves Libra after quick preparations to enthusiastic chants from the crowd. The quest for more golden cities in the south proved to be a journey with no return. Not one of those who left ever came back. It was worth a shot. All right, so I need to bring... So right now we're doing fine. If I can bring either morale or food down, that would be nice. Do I see any with just food? This one. The huge amount of gold imported from the Golden Temple are having unexpected side effects. With so much gold around, the price of goods and services is greatly inflated. What costs 1 gold coin now costs 10 or more, and the poor can't afford to buy food. Do we redistribute part of the gold to ease the effects of inflation? See, Bassacard says, I hope the diplomacy goes well. Do you have to go for a little bit, my dude? If you do, perfectly fine. I say nay, because I want to bring this down. So yeah, they're saying aye, but I need to say nay. For the benefit of me and my crowns, I need to say nay. With gold becoming cheaper and cheaper, it becomes a very popular material for ornaments. Soon enough, the palaces of the richest people of Libra are plated with gold, a tawdry display of opulence. Shiny buildings can't feed the starving, though. Our streets fill with beggars and malnourished children. Overabundance of gold allows us to loan it to other countries at profitable interest rates. Okay, the king lives. Oh, and if I can bring it down just one more. I don't see any with the food, though, so I don't think I can bring any more down. But now it shouldn't really matter. No, it shouldn't really matter much. Golden Temple. We'll have a look. We'll do it. A secret chamber was found while cutting open the temple. It contains hundreds of golden leaves, minutely inscribed in an ancient language. As the chamber now stands open, Scholar Litmius requests permission to move them to Libra for preservation and research. But our caravans are busy with bringing gold back. Do we order the scholars to move the inscribed golden leaves to Libra? To move the inscribed golden leaves. I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, we're all about knowledge, and this keeps my dudes happy, so I'm gonna say aye and hope that the knowledge doesn't move up too high. The flow of gold to Libra takes a step back as the next caravan is arranged to transport the delicate golden scrolls. Once moved, many of the royal scholars begin studying their contents. The decision bears fruit. The scrolls narrate the rise and fall of the ancient Sun Empire. And it was thanks to the mastery of agriculture first, and then of mathematics, that our people could think of more than mere survival, and develop what was known for centuries as the Sun Empire. The entire East was under our rule. But a few kingdoms rose up in the western steppes. The most powerful among them was the reign of the Chalice. Once it peacefully joined our empire, it became our door to the west. To maintain the peace, a marriage was arranged between the daughters of the Chalice King and the first son of the greatest family in the Sun Empire. And the king lives yet again. Not gonna lie, I was expecting him to die. He'll probably die in the next round. So nothing in the world remain. I need to keep something down. Okay, well, we'll do this one. We'll do it Into the Woods. A patrolling knight captured a malnourished poacher roaming the hunting reserve of the Marquis of Duelac. I had to kill that deer. My family's been cursed by the witch. We're starving, he says. His plight is touching, and he may have been truly driven by hunger and desperation. But lax punishments may incentivize thievery. Do we pardon the poacher who violated our hunting reserve? I mean, this is I mean, to be fair, this is the option that has the least consequence for me. So I think pardoning him is fine. So I'll say aye. Moved by his frail body, hollowed from hunger, we pardon the poacher's transgression. Poor peasants are cheering our display of mercy. The fight against crime, however, will take a step back. Our display of tolerance towards venial crimes lead to an increase in the poacher's damaging trade. Good. King died. I mean, so once again, kind of unfortunate that I didn't get as much out of it as I probably could have. Still fine, though. I think Rebel King really does just make sense. It's just easier for me because I'm kind of balanced. And I think balance is, well, the way to go, really. Black Dawn investigation. Build an Amen statue. See, I think this one is good. It also takes two, but build a theater does as well. I mean, I could build a theater and the statue. Wine and diplomacy. Wine is the perfect companion. Is it so? But I'm guessing this gives me, like, crowns just for free, which help. So it helps fund more. So I think we build the statue. And we build the hot springs. And then maybe we try to just have a few kings fail, right? We have a few kings abdicate or something. Following the growing challenges encountered by the kingdom, the council has expanded, and House Corden joined the council. Okay, we'll need to see what House Corden is like. Here, give me just one sec. That thing popped up. I just need to get rid of it. All right, coolio. It's House Corden. So, what's your deal? Along with Aontas, the Duchy of Coden formed the original nucleus of the Enkis Kingdom. The boundary between the two, the Ermac River, and the fact that Coden was for Aontas, the natural outlet to the sea, led them to trade and give each other mutual support, which quickly resulted in a strong alliance and eventually in a unification. The old Tree King, your ancestor, had no male heirs. When his daughter married the son of the king of Auntas, their heirs joined the two kingdoms and the first seat of the kingdom of Ankis was placed. Because of this, your family has a privileged relationship with the royal family. When you join, you do so as an equal, and as such, you wouldn't be vassals of the crown. At that time, the unification between Auntas and Coden led the newly formed Ankis kingdom to become hegemonic over the other small neighboring realms. You always rely on the royal family of Auntas for your protection, preferring to invest in trade and agriculture rather than in arms and army. A strategy that has been successfully tested, being right in the middle between fertile lands and the fishing sea of Chile. Your people rarely suffer hunger, and your family is one of the richest in the kingdom. You have the reputation of being hospitable and friendly, but also decadent and unmotivated. So this seems like a pretty good set for me, I think. Okay, so now we can play a bit more neutral. An honorable alliance, King's Court. Let's pay the gold. Adia, considered by many to be the greatest sculptor our world has ever seen, wants to create a statue commemorating the much-acclaimed love story. She requires a large sum to fund her endeavor, and she wants to forge Lyra out of red iron and Edgarn out of silver. Do you grant Adia, the sculptor, the funds for the marriage statue? I believe so. Like, I think this is a very solid aye from me. The unveiling of the statue is saluted by a cheering crowd. If they only knew how many resources were spent on this project. Adia's representation of the love story between Lyra and Edgarn will stand the test of time. It is considered one of the greatest masterpieces ever produced in our kingdom. Well, that's good. I suppose. Into the woods. Human bones. Do I want to do the human bones one, or do I want to do beautiful lady? Beautiful lady. I'm curious about this one. The knights return with a beautiful lady. She's very young, with blonde hair and dark eyes, and she claims to be the alleged witch of the Hedgehog Woods. My name is Isadora. I have no supernatural powers. I just use my intellect to solve problems. Welcome me at court, and I will be at your service. Together, we will enter a new era of progress for arts and knowledge. Do you welcome Isadora, the alleged witch, at court? I think, yeah. I think this is once again a very solid aye. Because we're all about, we're all about that knowledge and stuff, right? So, solid aye. Solid aye. Thanks to her convincing words, Isadora is allowed to join the court. The scholars of the kingdom are happy to indulge their unfailing curiosity about her strange ways. Isadora seems very young, except for her dark eyes, which betray wisdom and experience beyond her age. She wears a mantle of black leaves long enough to touch the ground. We assign her a small quarter in the palace where she spends most of the time working in solitude. Over the following months, she feverishly writes books and essays, whose meaning eludes most. She even builds weird contraptions, claiming they will do wonders. Servants and scholars start to regularly ask for her help with several matters, but the most superstitious claim that she's only defiling the court. Magic genius, huh? Republic of Kalpas. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do this one? I mean, this cost me 2 gold. Yeah, I'll do it. We'll see what this leads to. The Chamberlain reports that after visiting the royal palace, the son of the ambassador from the Republic of Kalpias has contracted a dire fever. The ambassador is now asking for our help to find a cure. Our scholars suggest that we consult Isadora's medical treatise, but the cult suggests that we resort to traditional rites to cure the boy. Do we rely on Isadora's studies to help the sick ambassador's son? I mean, once again, I think this is a very solid aye. I don't really... I mean, nay is also good, to be fair, but yeah, I'm curious if this will make it go up or if it'll be neutral. I'm gonna say aye. As suggested by Hysador's treatise, our scholars put a wet cloth over the sun's forehead and placed 2 disgustingly fat leeches on his temples. The next morning, the ambassador rejoices as his son appears to be healed. Hysador's studies saved his life. The holy attendant, however, thinks his soul has died and the leeches now live within him. Okay, so it did make it go up. So, okay, so it still does, even when it's at the top. Well, shoot. A grotesque sculpture made from human bones is discovered on the hunting reserve of the Marquis of Duelac, in front of an uninviting cave. Many think the impious artifact should be destroyed and the cave sealed forever, but the rector thinks that something precious may be hiding there. A group of knights, blessed by Tilde, the saint daughter of courage, are ready to explore the cave. Do we allow the knights to explore the cave? Well, I mean, it's gonna make the king abdicate, though, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for me. Like, it'll probably make him abdicate. At the bottom of the dark and sulfurous cave, the knights find a room full of books with exotic titles, to the joy of all the scholars of the kingdom. Whoever used to live there seems to be long gone, but many fear we just let loose the invisible servant of an old, angry god. The host of forgotten and dubious titles we retrieved in the cave will excite scholars for generations to come. Add to the archives. Yeah, king abdicated. That's fine. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. Moderate. Moderate is easier for me. Yeah, we'll go with moderate. Okay, so now I'm gonna get bonus crowns like every abdication or death, I think. So let's go ahead and wine and diplomacy. Or import red cacti. Wine and diplomacy. Wine and diplomacy. I feel like that's the way to go. So we need to be more diplomatic. We need to bring the diplomacy out. I can also do this one. Small embroideries on the officers' uniforms can help to identify them. We'll do this as well. Mostly because it has the thingy, and I feel like those are important. So everything remains the same. I have enemies in court, but I think this is fine. I need to keep at least some gold on me. Okay, so we'll try to keep everything in moderation here. Try to keep everything in the center. Children of the Night. I want to see where this goes. Ah, it's still so spooky, though. An angry mob from Libra claims to have captured a hollow maiden, and they are building a pyre to burn her. But the girls' vehement protest caused them to question their claim, as hollow maidens have always been silent. Do we prevent the angry mob from burning the alleged hollow maiden? So, she's only alleged of a hollow maiden. There's no guarantee, and literally everybody is voting aye. Literally everybody. So I too will vote aye. Despite the protests of the angry crowd, the city guard takes custody of the alleged hollow maiden. When our scholars inspect her, however, she is revealed to be just a regular girl, a sick and emaciated homeless orphan named Elda. We have avoided a terrible mistake. Well, I'm glad the council is with me on this one. To prevent further gross mistakes, a scholar named Gemma created an illustrated guide so that even illiterate simpletons can easily discern deadly hollow maidens from helpless, miserable girls. Haunted by evil. Yeah, we'll do haunted by evil. Yeah, we'll do haunted by evil. We'll do haunted by evil. I thought that was... Wait, the magic of genius? Wait, I thought it was the haunted of evil. After months of feverish efforts, Hysodora's discoveries and inventions are bringing a newfound prosperity to the kingdom, despite the perplexities of the superstitious. Now the witch is gravely ill and asks for a rare and precious herb from the merchants of Kasuk. Do we retrieve the herb to cure the gravely ill Hysadora? Yeah, I don't see why not. I think it's better than not doing it, to be fair. It will disturb my equilibrium, which is the one issue that this is going to bring. But I think we can get it back on track, so I'm going to say aye. When we give her the precious herb, Hysadora goes to bed with an unnervingly large smile. Despite this, she never wakes up. It was not a medicine she wanted, but a sweeter, merciful end to an incurable disease. At least she provided us one last bit of knowledge, the real purpose of the rare herb. Our scholars start studying Hysadora's notes and scribbles and experimenting with her discoveries. Even though she has left us, her work will be a precious testament to her genius, and her documents will be archived in the Royal Library for their entirety. Few can deny that all the negative things people said about her were utterly wrong. Her name is bound to inspire scholars for generations to come. Her latest discovery, a weird contraption called the Farscope that promises to reveal secrets hidden very far away, is rapidly revolutionizing the way we look at the world. Okay, that didn't destabilize us as much as I thought it would. Royal Laboratory. Well, I did build that, didn't I? That's kind of a freebie, though. I think I want to save that one. I have none for diplomacy. Castle's Court. Eyes to the sky. Nope, eyes to the sky. Let's go. The famous cartographer Segnar is seeking funds for a costly expedition to find the Salon Union, a mythical civilization of half-gods who left marvelous ruins all over Lywick. He claims that they might still live on a remote island in the Sierra Ocean, and he's sure we can find it thanks to the Farscope. The royal treasurer thinks our money would be better spent elsewhere. Do we fund Signar's exploration to find the Salon Union? Yeah, I believe so. Everybody's saying nay, but... Oh, shoot. Actually... Do we fund it? Like, we should. After long and expensive preparations, a huge fleet prepares to depart from Solad, to probe beyond the western horizon under the direction of Signar. The agile vessel will soon swiftly ride the waves, but the ocean is mysterious, home to dangers and opportunities alike. The vast Sierra Ocean holds many secrets and treasures, yet it is still mostly uncharted. The people of Solad, who have often lost themselves gazing into the blue vastness, gather in the city of Roin to cheer on the fleet as it leaves the famous harbor, itself fabled to have been built on top of the ruins of an ancient settlement of the mythical Salon. As the swift high-draft ships peacefully lurch into the deep waters of Explorer's Bay, a huge crowd gathers upon the white cliffs from Roin to the lighthouse at Sunset Cape to salute the intrepid seafarers until the ships fade from view to the west, vanishing into the unknown immensity. I mean, that absolutely did kind of ruin my whole balance I had going on. Maybe I can do better. But this is going to be funding more. I mean, I have to. I have to do one of these. The Iron Swan, a royal heavy cruiser pushed away from shore by a storm, has discovered an island full of plants called Never Tires, whose leaves eliminate the need for sleep when ingested. Okay, I was gonna say, that name must make sense. Hey, welcome back, Claus. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? Good job, Frag. You really showed us your literacy level. I know, right? I read good. The locals refuse to sell them. They're sacred and dangerous. They offer us other goods, though, and will gladly share their fascinating culture. Do you order the forceful taking of the plants from the islanders? I think we do. Everybody wants it, and it benefits me. It benefits me a lot to do this. It benefits me more than saying nay. So I will say aye. We take their plants. I'm sorry, islanders. A military unit on a small silent ship raids the island by night. Those savages that resist have to be violently disposed of, but we now have access to valuable resources. The consumption of Never Tire makes for more productive people, but those who consume too many do not survive long. So it's a bad drug. Like most. Say, I need to put some of these into the negatives. But what? So I have the freebie here, which I want to save. I want to save that for, like, maybe another turn or two. I think having but see, I don't want the alliance to be negative though. I think this one, the magic of genius. The Tribune reports that the calves in Coden are showing symptoms of a strange illness that is killing the cattle. Our scholars suggest that any herd with infected animals should be suppressed entirely to prevent the disease from spreading further. If we do, we risk famine across the region. Do we exterminate the tainted cattle? The answer should always be aye for this one. Yeah, it should always be aye. Well, everybody agrees too. It's kind of crazy, actually. I mean, you exterminate the tainted cattle, right? That's just what you do. We order that the tainted herds be methodically killed and their carcasses burned, as our scholars recommended. With the disease eradicated, the surviving cattle will live to prosper and reproduce, but this also causes a huge shortage of food in the short term. Many people lose their lives to starvation. It's sad, but it's beneficial in the end. Libra's outskirts. Now we gotta do the castle's court. An entrepreneur named Lepram has decided to embark on a daring endeavor, traveling through all the known lands. The king has already decided to support his cause, but Lepram will need a large, expensive workforce. As a cheap alternative, we could forcefully enlist the many prisoners in our dungeons, many of whom have experience as sailors. Do we force prisoners to join Lepram's journey? That's a very big aye. But that's what I need to make it work, so yes, aye. Aye indeed. Well, how come they're all agreeing? This is weird for the council to agree like this, like, completely. Conscripting criminals for Lepram's expedition makes it more economically viable, but it does not come without risks. While many will view it as a socially uplifting opportunity for redemption, some of them were imprisoned for mutiny in the first place. We conscripted many criminals for Lepram's expedition. Few are surprised when one of his ships mutinies, giving itself to piracy and disrupting some of our most profitable trade routes. Now I just need to bring my knowledge down once. I just need to bring it down once. Thanks to the farscope, the royal astronomer has made a disturbing discovery. The constellation of the Mother has a very dim ninth star, otherwise invisible. Yet, everyone knows that the Mother only had 8 daughters. The 9th daughter is just a spooky story to scare children for all but a few heretics. Should we restrict the use of the farscope? Well, I gets me in a better spot. As much as I would love to say nay. How come it's mostly... So how come I'm still paying shields? There you go. Now it's free. We restrict the use of the farscope. If the common people knew that there is actually a 9th star in the constellation of the Mother, panic would spread and more rioting zealots could be expected. You decided it is for the best to declare the use of the farscope illegal for the common people. Alright, the king lives. That's to be expected. But now we can do this one, which should be a freebie. Isadora is known to write her notes cryptically. So this is before she dies, I guess. She often proposes peculiar experiments to prove her discoveries. But our resources are limited, and the choice of a specific one includes the other. Or excludes the other. Choose an experiment. So A is rock, and B is... Wait. Oh, A is chalice, and B is map. Do you want a map or do I want a chalice? I mean, a chalice is cool. But a map is a map. But I've already had a map. So I'll take the chalice. Isadora discovered that some strange stones are attracted to each other, and sometimes tend to move in a specific direction. Our scholars put some in a chalice, but they remained still. The next day, they put the same stones on a floating base in the water, and they observed that they always moved towards the nearby chalice. Our scholars built a device that looks like a drone. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We built drones, dude. Built a device that always points towards the same direction, regardless of its orientation. But what is it pointing at? A lively and heated debate starts raging within the cult. Some priestesses say it must be attracted towards the Mother, like everything that exists. But the device is not pointing towards the sky where she lives as a constellation. Implying that the Mother is still on Earth would cause huge theological problems. Yet many call the device a divine recall, and pilgrims want to use it to reunite with the Mother, even in their mortal lives. Oh, that doesn't count as a freebie. Okay, well, what would be better? So I can bring morale down, which might be the best one to do. And I do need a lot more black crowns, I believe. Yeah, the outskirts. We'll do this one. The tales of Celestina's profane monsters make for popular street theater performances. People find them amusing, but they might obfuscate the dramatic truth of what really happened. Do we ban theater inspired by the Hollow Maidens? I mean, So I is really the only one I can do without consequence. We do. We ban the cheap theater performances. We can't allow people to turn the horrors of the Hollow Maidens into entertaining tales that could cause reckless, ignorant people to underestimate the threat of Celestina. Ah, King, just please die. I need the king to perish. So this one has the best chance at being good for me. The High Commander believes we should give an expensive farscope to each battalion to increase their effectiveness. Do we supply each battalion with a farscope? I mean, both of these are okay. See, this one's good, but this one also kills the... Oh, we'll say... No, we'll say A. We'll say I. We'll say I. I don't think it would hurt much. This one would hurt less. I don't think it'll move much. Like a notch, I think. I think that's how it works. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Voting. Momentum. Yeah. Move twice in a row. It'll move one additional step. Yeah, so it'll move one step down. So me doing this one breaks my shield. But that's really about it. I give each battalion a fire scope. Casting the melted glass in the precise shapes required to manufacture the lenses of the fire scope is not easy, nor cheap. Our battalions, on the other hand, never lost a battle when they had one at their disposal. Thanks to the fire scope we entrusted to them, our battalions are much more mobile thanks to their ability to perform reconnaissance and scout the enemy at an incredible distance. I did move it out. Oh no. Oh no, it did. Well, I mean, I still get a lot, I guess, but that is kind of a shame that I couldn't keep it in. I should have done that one. Boo. Boo, I made a poor choice. Kind of. Boo. Well, that is a shame, that is. Extremis. This gets me money. This does get me money, which would be good. Because I could use that. I could use monies. Moderate is still good, however. But I could use monies. Yeah, because I'm getting free crowns, so I mean, this isn't really too bad. A firefighter squad, huh? Black Dawn investigation. Yeah, we'll do this one. Do I want to build a theater? I mean, yeah, let's build a theater. And we'll do the import red cacti. Then do I assemble a firefighter squad? I mean, that seems good. Yes. I think this is all making sense. I'm gonna get a lot come next turn, even. Because this one will be done. This one will be done. That's gonna take 2. This one will be done in 3. So having the king abdicate might actually be very beneficial to me. So now I need... So now this is all about getting money. So now it doesn't really matter where I put things. Which is all good for me. So an honorable alliance. The wedding between Lyra and Edgarn has taken many years, apparently, and many kings. Has been repeatedly delayed due to riots in Duin, caused by zealots trying to force the Duke to break his brother's engagement to the godless princess, as they say. The honor-driven Inkali, though, have been quite upfront. Canceling the marriage would have severe consequences. Do we repress the protests about the interracial marriage? Yeah, we do. So how come this... So how come this is costing me shields? When Nay is clearly the option that I'm going with, because it's more weighted towards that. Unless these guys have more influence. I don't really understand what's going on now. Because I is the most common, but yet influence is weighted here. Best Acrid says, what I miss? Well, we're building a lot of stuff. Also, welcome back. We're building a lot of stuff currently. We had a witch join our court who invented what is essentially a telescope. And then she passed away due to some mysterious disease. And we discovered that there is a 9th star in the constellation of the Mother when there should only be 8. which I guess is making people think that there might actually be 9 daughters of the mother, which is heretical. So, you know, but we repress that knowledge, so I don't know. It's very interesting. Also, people almost burned a child thinking they were a Hollow Maiden, when really they were just an actual small child who was homeless, apparently.